Hello, everybody. This is Matthew Brand. Welcome to the Amethyst Podcast, and I am continuing the Avatar: The Last Airbender and Tarot series. And today's card is the Chariot. Now, I'm tying characters from Avatar: The Last Airbender to the major arcana in the tarot. And today's card, I'm tying to Azula. Now, the Chariot represents determination, willpower, self-control, right? And if you know Azula, she really fits that. Also, the character driving the chariot, right? Azula drives a tank a lot of the time, has a star on their head. They're wearing like a helm with a star, and a kind of a roof of the chariot has a fabric adorned with stars representing direction, right? So focus on the direction, and that person is, a central direction for things. But the chariot is being driven by two sphinxes, a dark one and a light one, kind of representing Zula's two companions. You'll notice that she always kind of has two companions, whether it's her two old lady mentors. But I think in this case, it's Mai, right, the dark gothic one she's using around, or May. Sorry if I say that wrong. And Ty Lee, again, sorry if I say that wrong, but she's the light, preppy, one. And you'll notice that if you look at the chariot card, the charioteer has their hands as if they're controlling reins, but there are no reins there. The sphinxes that she's controlling also aren't moving. They're just kind of complacent. They're not charging forward. So this represents one, sometimes you don't have the control that you think you do, and two, that the things you're controlling are sometimes bigger than you think they are, right? You have these two characters, May and Ty Lee. They eventually end up stop listening to her all the time. They don't follow her orders. They betray her. And it's not because, they hate Azula. It's just because they have to put their foot down with her. She's not in control. She thinks she has control over every situation. She also spazzes out eventually on the old ladies that are her advisors, and essentially they're her governesses, so to speak. She doesn't have the control, and when she finally figures that out, she snaps. The negative verse of this card is kind of like hitting a brick wall, right? You're powering forward, but your determination kind of blindsides you. You'll notice on the card there's two moons on either side of the shoulder, kind of showing split emotions, right? Same with the sphinxes. They're dual colors, showing there's these split directions, and you're powering forward but not kind of understanding everything that's going on. Azula could have made the same changes and decisions that Zuko made, but she's so determined she can't see the forest for the trees, so to speak. She's cutting off her nose to spite her face. She can't understand a world where she's not completely in control of everything. When she doesn't get her way, she snaps. And this card can kind of show that, and different characters like it. And I think, again, with the tank that she drives, the two companions that she has, the dark and the light one, it really represents Azula. Again, I'm not saying that the characters who created, or not the characters, the creators of Avatar: The Last Airbender who made these characters took direct inspiration from these cards, but these arcana, these tropes, are very often used in writing. And you'll notice there are other characters who really fit this bill, but I hard to see one that fits the bill as well as Azula. I mean, she really matches this card. And when you think of her as a force of nature and all the willpower and determination she has, it really, really fits, when you think of the meaning of this card, especially when it comes to this being the terms of self control, right? It comes right after the Lover's card, is one step above the Lover's card. It's like what the Lover's card would be if it was, more determined, more self control, and not focused on the wrong thing or split between what they're supposed to go after, which is Zuko. And that's what she is. She's usually a step above Zuko. She has all the, Zuko and her have the same powers, have the same skill, have the same passions, but she's that with self control and willpower, one step above. But again, that need for control is what is ultimately her downfall. And that's what this shows. So if you're at this point, if you ever feel like, hey, maybe I've had too much of a need for control, maybe you notice this like this split, and you feel like kind of stuck. Where is this going? How come I'm not, how come I can't control the things around me? Maybe that's the issue, is that you're trying too hard to control your environment, to control the forces that's going on. And you have to sometimes loosen up on the reins, or accept that you don't have the reins on everything. But keep that determination and willpower. And, just with a little bit more understanding of the fact that, yeah, you're not the Lord of the universe. Everything doesn't center around you. You don't have reins on things that, are more bigger and powerful than you. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. I hope this was, something to mull over. God bless you. Have a great day.